There and here and, look, even over there. The town is experiencing a surge of international tourists.
Yeah, maybe. There is.
One of the biggest reasons we came to Japan was for the food.
Two people from the US who wanted to try Japanese delicacies tried okonomiyaki for the first time. They made it, tried it, and were very satisfied with its taste.
That's really good.
I like that. I like that a lot. I'd have to say, for me personally, it's like a 90.
I put 95.
I'd put 95.
An anime lover from the US came to Japan for the first time with her grandmother.
But we've waited 3 years to come because of COVID, so we're finally here.
A long-desired trip to Japan. Printed stickers of the girl and her grandma with big eyes.
And we love onsen girls. The eyes are very big on this.
They were pleased with the result.
Really fun. We were giggling the whole time.
And Canadian travelers who love ramen.
It's very different from ramen, actually. When we talk to the flavor, right? In Tsukemen, I feel like the broth enhances the flavor of the noodles so much more. I'm gonna do it. It has a nice, rich flavor.
They were also very impressed with the price.
I think in Canada, that'll be for one person.
That would be for one person.
One person, that price.
Close contact with foreign tourists reveals Japan's charms that even Japanese themselves didn't know existed. Hi! Welcome to Japan, foreigners. A lot of things here seem to be interesting. Long line in front of Hachiko statue in Shibuya, Tokyo. This place has become a mecca for fans after the 2009 movie starring Richard Gere. More than 10 years later, many foreign tourists are still visiting. Akihabara is also attracting a lot of manga and anime-loving tourists. A couple from France bought a lot of anime goods.
Japanese stuff. My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia. I think we search around Akihabara, around for cheap.
Less than 10,000 yen.
Yeah.
Just one in France. Just one is 500, five times the price.
We made a good choice to.
Canadian tourists here were impressed with Japanese convenience stores.
Different from
Definitely is the price of everything.
Yes.
Much less expensive.
Much less expensive.
Things like triangle things. It's like
There was salmon and salt. Great.
same quality as you get at a restaurant. If we had food in our convenience stores, it's much less. Like we have sandwiches and stuff, but they're like
No one trusts the sandwiches.
And speaking of a place where many foreigners stop to take a picture, at first glance, it appears to be an ordinary townscape for us Japanese, but it seems to be very rare for foreigners.
Where's country? America. It looks very pretty. I like how the colors.
This man from France also liked it.
Here, because all the buildings around are very little. There's no so much advertisements in the streets. Not so big.
The scenery that is so commonplace to Japanese is new to foreigners. This is an Okonomiyaki restaurant in Harajuku. We met foreigners at the entrance.
So from America, Michigan,
And Alabama. Yeah, we went to high school together. And then also college.
Oh, also college?
Two good friends who have been together since high school. This is their first trip to Japan.
Yes, yeah. One of the biggest reasons we came to Japan was for the food.
well, first is Okonomiyaki.
They planned a 10-day extravagant gastronomic trip to try as many delicious foods in Japan as possible. There are photos of the various foods they've tried so far on their smartphones.
Oh
Yeah, it's like
tamagoyaki.
Oh, tamagoyaki.
You don't ever get like a solid egg in America.
It's usually like cooked and then you just
Or
cut
over
it out.
easy.
They saw Okonomiyaki on social media and came to this restaurant to try it. However,
Okay. Yeah. Does normally someone come up to order?
they don't know how to order.
Oh, you hit the button. Oh, okay. All right, so I guess we're just ready.
Yeah.
Just one side of them.
Okay. It didn't light up or anything, so we were convenient.
Yeah, I like that more because a lot of times when you're in America, you'll be eating, you'll be in the middle of a conversation, somebody will just come out of nowhere to like try to get your bother. Yeah.
They found it impressive enough that they thought it would be good to have this system in the US, where you can order at your own timing. The two started making okonomiyaki right away.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to so it's like that. I don't know how much you have to put on there.
A bit too much, but they oiled the pan and stirred the ingredients. Now, it's time to put it on the griddle.
Oh, okay. Put the bacon on it. Okay, that's what it says on the thing. That's what it says. You crying?
Yeah.
Hard.
Do I also do the same?
It looks done. Yes. There it is. There it is.
Let's see. Great success. Very good. But isn't it a little burnt? The problem is the egg left behind. They have trouble figuring out how to use the egg, even after looking in the manual.
What does that mean? It says like, yeah, so it says spread it out in a circle.
Where's the egg? The egg.
Place the egg? No.
Oh, you put it on top of the egg.
Oh, you put it on the egg?
It's like a pancake.
Yeah.
So eventually,
Oh, like an omelet. Okay. So it's like, okay.
Oh?
if you put okonomiyaki on top of this and bake it, it's okay. Mix it up, scrambled eggs, and then you can serve more of the baked dough on a dish. Finally, scrambled eggs are placed on top to complete the dish. They made something resembling okonomiyaki.
It looks actually pretty good. Actually looks pretty good. It smells great. Perfectness of the look. Mine, 73. What about you?
Finally, they tried the okonomiyaki they dreamed of with sauce, mayonnaise, and aonori seaweed. Now, will it suit their taste?
Really good.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's really good.
I like that. I like that a lot. It's very savory.
Yeah, very savory. There's like
Savory.
a slight amount of sweet.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of sweet in there, but very savory.
I like
Mine-
the texture.
It tastes like a better like fish cake.
Oh.
I'd have to say, for me personally, it's like a 90.
I put 95.
I'd put 95. That's
Oh.
solid. That's solid. That's true. It looks burnt.
But it doesn't taste burnt at all.
It doesn't.
No.
Actually,
No.
it was really good.
Really good.
Well, it took them a lot of time to make it. They were very satisfied with its taste. They were left with great memories. The next two people we met were playing Gacha Gacha in
I don't
Akihabara.
know. Kind of fun.
America. We're both from Rhode Island. This is my grandma.
Cleo from the US is traveling with her grandmother. Today was their last day in Tokyo. They had something they really wanted to do in Akihabara.
We
want to find a better machine to take the pictures.
I want the really cute ones that you can draw on them and we have the big eyes and stuff.
They want to take a picture with a Japanese print sticker machine. Cleo can't wait to see how cute her grandmother will look in the picture. They're rushing to the game center. 15 minutes later, the two returned from the shoot.
Onsen girls.
Yeah, it was lots of fun. Lots of fun.
My eyes are very big on this one. They don't do anything like that. They're very plain.
Black and white, and it's just what you do. You can't, you know, they don't add ears or anything, you know. Boring. This is fun. Really fun. We were giggling the whole time.
Grandma was very excited. Cleo was also very pleased with the rejuvenated grandma, who looked very pretty. And here are 3 people we met at Shinjuku Station at night. A group of college friends came from Canada for a 2-week trip to Japan. When we asked them, it turned out to be that they had one dish in mind they wanted to try.
So we think it's Tsukemen, right? So you dip the noodles in broth?
I think that's what I heard. You take the noodles, you dip it in the broth. I'm looking forward to it because I've never had Tsukemen before and I heard it's very good.
Michelle found out about Tsukemen on the internet and was very excited about it, so he invited his 2 friends to try it. So we went to a Tsukemen specialized restaurant nearby. What kind of encounters are waiting for them?
What is this? What am I looking at? Oh, okay, so this is the broth. This is the noodles. Vegetables? Okay. Oh, so spicy.
I'll try spicy.
Oh, you want spicy?
He chose spicy Tsukemen noodles with chili oil. And since she doesn't eat meat, she chose the salt Tsukemen. And Michelle went for classic Tsukemen with seafood and pork bone broth.
So I'm getting this. So I'll try to get medium. I'm hungry. Like if you go to like a ramen place in Canada, they might ask you like soft noodles firm, but they won't, or like whatever, but they won't tell you like, oh, how many noodles you want.
Then the waiter came up.
Oh, okay. We have to put on the apron.
We never get this in Canada.
I really need this shit, dude. I had this like big like miso ramen, but I never had miso ramen before, and I definitely got my shirt.
We had to go to the convenience store and buy stain remover.
Paper aprons for the 3 of them to put on, and then waiting for 10 minutes. Finally, the long-awaited Tsukemen noodles have arrived.
They're so thick.
Yeah,
that's not what I expected whatsoever.
See how thick these noodles is? I think I made a mistake getting the medium.
They were surprised at the amount of noodles. Moreover,
I want to see what the large looks like.
What is that? Like right here. I don't know what that is.
Take a...
It's peanut butter.
It looks like it.
no, this is not peanut butter. It's a fish meal. Fish meal.
I don't think this is... I'm mixing the broth, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is a bad idea.
First experience trying Tsukemen.
It's like dark meal.
That's good. That's good. It's very different from ramen, actually. When we come to the flavor, right? I feel like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like a lot of the flavor comes from the broth. It's like ramen, I feel like I focus more on the broth, but like in this case, in Tsukemen, I feel like the broth enhances the flavor of the noodles so much more. Okay.
The broth is saltier than ramen, I think. I think so, yeah. But it's nice.
I think cold is better for sure.
It tastes very fresh. It's nice, yeah.
Mine is like spicy. I don't really taste the meat too much. I taste more fish. But back home, you can't even taste when the people that eat spicy. It's so spicy. They're like drooling. It's coming out. I don't know how those people eat food. It's I'm gonna do it.
It has a nice rich flavor.
All three were very satisfied with their first Tsukemen experience. However, it seemed like it was a little difficult to dip the noodles into the soup.
He's making a ramen.
Yeah, I know. That was an accident. I'm gonna be honest.
How much? Your thing is
I don't need to be Chris.
Look at the apron. Good to have
The apron. It's doing work.
Thanks to the apron that was served, Michelle's shirt was saved. And they were also surprised with the low price. The bill was 2,950 yen for the three of them.
I think in Canada that'll be for one person.
That would be for one person.
One person that price. Yeah, it was an experience. It was way different.
Honestly, for the price, it's fantastic.
Their first experience with Tsukemen in Japan was full of surprises. Everyone we met this time was surprised at how delicious and interesting Japan is. It seems that what is normal for us is very new to people from other countries. Please come again, everyone. See you again.